Welcome back to another video. Here I'm just wanting to show you 7 movements that I've been doing recently that has really helped with my lower back pain and hip pain. Start off with a downward dog. When you're doing this exercise, you want to have your feet up against the wall. This will anchor yourself into position a little bit better without your feet sliding away from you. What you really want to think about with this movement here is to really get your hips up as high as you can and sink your head and chest down towards the floor. This exercise is really going to help with your posture and to increase flexibility in through your upper back and lower back as well. I aim for about 45 seconds on this movement before doing any squat or deadlift exercise. After we do a few sets of downward dog, I then move into a hip flexor lunge. How you want to do this movement is you want to have one leg back, keeping your chest up. You want to extend your back leg so it is really going to lengthen your hip flexor. You're going to feel a nice deep stretch through your hip here. You can take it to the next level by keeping your knee off the floor and adding in a spinal twist. This is going to open up the chest and it's going to crack the lower back. It's a really good exercise to do if you are suffering from lower back pain. This exercise does require quite a bit of stability, so by keeping your knee on the floor, it's going to help with balance if you're not yet able to keep your knee off the floor. I like to again go for about 45 seconds on this exercise before moving in to the next movement. The next movement that I like to do is just a deep squat hold. What I'm thinking about doing here is keeping my chest up and I'm pushing my elbows against my knees while keeping a nice straight back. This is going to open up the hips and it's also going to get your lower back and your hips prepared for a squat. If you want to improve the range of motion through your squat, this is a great exercise to do so. After I do a squat hold, I then like to move into a half pancake. You want to keep one leg outstretched beside you and you want to push your hips backward. And as you are pushing your hips backward, you want to lift your foot up towards the ceiling, and as you are bringing your body weight closer towards your hands, you then want to rotate your foot back to the floor and follow through. This is a really good exercise to stretch through the adductors, and it can also help mitigate lower back pain. You're going to also notice that you're going to feel a nice deep stretch in through the hip as well as you do this one. So again, you want to go for 45 seconds on each leg, really thinking about pushing your hips back a little further than last time with every rep. After I do half pancake, I then like to go into a shifting frog stance. So how you do this one, you want to have your knees far apart with your feet and shins on the floor. Again, you want to shift your hips backwards towards your heels, and then you want to bring your hips down onto the floor. This is really going to stretch out your lower back and your hip as well. It's a great exercise to do if you want to improve your squat depth. It's really going to open up the hips and it's just going to make life a whole lot easier for you to hit the bottom position when you are doing any squat movement. By bringing your hips down onto the floor and slightly bending or arching your back, you're also going to notice a nice stretch in through the lower back. Next exercise, we've got external rotation of the hips. This is a great exercise to activate your glutes. You're going to notice a nice squeeze of the muscle when your feet reach the top part of the movement, and then you want to slowly bring your shins and your feet back down on the floor. If you struggle to activate your glutes in a squat or in a deadlift, this is a great exercise to do before you start doing any big compound movement. If you like this video, give it a like, let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.